What's the weather like where you are, girls? It's horrible again in Doncaster. It's not cold. It's definitely not cold, but it's just rainy and miserable. I don't know why I bothered curling my hair, because when I go outside it's going to drop. Hey ho. Morning, Mandy. I'm good. I'm good. Hope you are too. Christmas is creeping ever closer. Tuesday. A week on Thursday. It'll be Christmas Day. How bonkers. Thanks, Sarah. Much appreciated. So, I've had this little beauty on my rail for a couple of weeks. Morning, Bridie. Oh, morning, Bridie. Don't know what happened to my voice then. Morning. Boris Bonita Florence. Lovely. Like that one. I must get on to my mum for giving me so many names when she christened me. I love it. Love it, love it. Right, so this is the Envy two-piece. And it's been sat on my rail. I've been meaning to show it for about 2 weeks. And I saw it this morning and thought, right, watching while working. We can multitask, Lisa. Good morning, darling. Hope you're all right. I thought, right, I'm going to show it this morning and then I can take it back to the warehouse. Andrew said, are you having a Christmas clear out? I said, yeah, I am, because my rails are full of clothes that I don't know whether they've been online or whether they're waiting to go online. I don't know whether Lisa's shown them. I know it's same here, Mandy. It's awful. It's dark. You know, when I woke up about 7 o'clock this morning, I didn't sleep too bad, but I didn't go to bed till 11. But when I woke up this morning and I thought, oh, it must be really early, and it weren't. It was 7 o'clock. It was about 10 past 7 actually. But it was so dark that it felt like it was still the middle of the night. So it's a bit crappy. The weather's a bit awful, isn't it? But we're in December. We can't expect blue skies and sunshine at this time of year, can we? And to be fair, for December, the temperatures are lovely. So I'm not moaning. But I don't like it when it's wet, because my hair just flops. And I hate my hair anyway, as you know. But yeah, when it's wet, I've got no chance of keeping it looking nice. So, unlike the two-piece that I've got on, because it is fabulous. Let me pull it up, because you know what I'm like. I'm a nightmare. I wear my things low slung. It's not baggy in the crotch. I know a few ladies have said on pictures before, why does it look so low in the crotch? It's because I like to wear them low on my waist, and that makes them have a low crotch. But I've pulled it up. It's sat on my waist now. It's still on the top of my slippers. But it's a lovely, lovely lounge set, this one. Two-piece, but it is... I'm having a housework day. Oh, I know. I had one of them. Saturday morning, when Lee was working, before me and Dolly ventured out to Pets at Home and Costa. She had a right old day Saturday, honestly, in a Christmas jumper. She had a whale of a time. She got fussed off so many strangers. It were like, she were loving it. She were lapping it up. But we went to Pets at Home and then we went to Costa. I didn't get a puppuccino because it upsets her tummy. It's just cream basically in a little cup. If you ask for a pup cup or a puppuccino, they give the dog squirty cream in a cup, which she's had before and she loves it, but I didn't get her one because it does make her tummy upset. She's very delicate on the old stomach, is our Dolly. Although she can eat plastic, she absolutely... I mean, she won't eat her food. She's not eating her breakfast again this morning because she's on a protest. She wants fresh human food and she's not getting it, so she looks like starving. Luckily, she's got some weight on her, so she can go a few days without eating. She keeps intermittently eating. If I put it in the microwave and warm it up, she'll eat it at tea time, but she normally has breakfast and tea. She stopped eating her breakfast. She just looks at it, looks at me and walks away in disgust. But she'll eat human food. When I went to the groomers, I think I said she was feeding her fish and chips, and I thought, no, that's just what I don't need, because she's not eating her dog food. She's holding out for food like that. She wants me to go and get some fresh chicken and mince and she can stick it because I'm not doing it. She's eating dog food or she's not eating. Let's see who caves first. It's probably going to be me, because she will starve herself. She'll end up losing what weight she's got on her, and she is a lovely weight at the moment. But if she doesn't start eating soon, she is going to lose that weight. But yeah, I warmed it up last night. I caved and warmed it in the microwave, and she sniffed it, walked round it, looked at me, sniffed it, walked round it. I went, you're eating that or you're not eating anything. But then she starts being sick. Because if dogs don't eat, the acid in the stomach makes them sick, doesn't it? So she starts vomiting all over the house then, because she's got an empty stomach. I've never known a dog like her. She's bonkers. Never, ever have I ever known a dog that will hold out and starve itself until you change its food. But it is like a battle of it's like a war between us, because I will not do it. I've gone down that road and it's cost me so much on dog biscuits and dog food, and she just will eat it for a few days, then stop eating. I just think, well, stop eating then. That's the way we go these days. Comments aren't working on Facebook, girls. I don't know if you're all commenting, but there's nothing. So this is the Envy two-piece that I'm showing you this morning. I have teamed it up with the Shelley blazer. It is absolutely gorgeous. This is like a tank top. Well, it's like a long sleeve, like a drop sleeve tank top. I'll take the jacket off and show you in a second, but I just wanted to show you how I've styled it up for this time of year. I have popped on my Shelley blazer. This would also, I've just put my arm cuffs on to make my sleeve shorter, but this would also look amazing with the biker jacket, which I'll show you. She wants human food, anything. Yeah, it's so annoying, and I do get really frustrated with her, and I start getting really like annoyed with her, and I have shouted at her a few times because she literally will, she'll eat, if I can put her food down and sit next to the bowl with a lump of cheese, and she won't eat the food, but she'll eat the cheese, and I'll put the cheese towards the food, and she'll go to sniff it, grab for the cheese. She's a bugger. She is a bugger. She will starve herself, but there's nothing wrong with her. She's just saying, I don't want that food anymore, you better change it or I'm not eating, which is an absolute nightmare. So I've talked a lot about the tan being the very similar to the dark, no, the brown being very similar to the dark tan that we had last year. Well, I fished mine out the other day, and this is it. This is the dark tan from last year. It's slightly different. My dog's human food, far greater for them than dog food. It's all right when you can afford it, but she'll only eat chicken, and you know how expensive it is, mince, etc. And they have the same. I do add some kibble, but my Schnauzer and my German Shepherd are far greater health-wise. I dare say, but you know, it's expensive to feed. She would eat chicken all day long. It gives her the runs as well. It doesn't agree with her stomach. You know, when the dogs are poorly and the vets say, oh, just give them something bland like rice and chicken. If she eats chicken, it gives her an upset stomach. So I can't even. She won't eat mince. That's not good enough. She wants chicken, but chicken doesn't agree with her. I think she's got some kind of allergy to chicken, because sometimes when I give her chicken-based dog food, that makes her ears a bit runny and makes her a bit itchy. So I definitely think she's allergic to, morning Jackie, definitely think she's allergic to chicken, so that wouldn't be an option for me anyway. But cost wise, I'm not going down that road. It's stupid. She was on raw food when I first got her. She loved it, but then she was the same without. She went off it, and now she won't entertain raw food. If I pan fry it sometimes, she'll eat it, but that's kind of defeating the object, because once you start frying things, it gets rid of the nutrients. So honestly, you suggest it, I've tried it, and as far as human food, I'm not doing it because I can't afford it, and the chicken gives her an upset stomach. On her biscuits, she'll eat the pate and leave the biscuits. I have grated cheese and mixed it in with her food, and she will go through her food and nose it all over the floor and pick out the bits of grated cheese and leave the meat. Trust me, I have tried everything. Everything. I've tried those toppers that you can buy for flavour. She'll lick the topper off it and leave the food. It's got to the point where I'm that annoyed with her that I just think, okay, then starve, don't eat. Forever. It's not, no, chicken it doesn't agree with her at all. I buy frozen mince and then fry it. Yeah, but she won't eat it. She won't eat mince. She only wants chicken. She is, honestly, Heidi, she's a nightmare, and I just refuse to give in to her because there's nothing wrong with her. And this food that she's been on for the last 6 weeks, she's devoured twice a day, every day. Got up one morning and gone, done with that, change it. And I'm not. In fact, I've changed it to these like flakes. She ate them for 2 days. She refused to eat that, so we've gone back to original. She ate it when I went back to it, refusing to eat it again. It's just a nightmare. I mix cheese in and she picks it out. Yeah, they do. She does. She'll spend hours, not hours, but she'll spend ages picking out the cheese and leaving the meat. So I'm not doing it because she'll just pick out whatever I've mixed it with to give it flavour. She doesn't like gravy. I've tried mixing a little bit of gravy, only a little bit, because I know there's high salt content in gravy. But just to give it a flavour, I've tried mixing a bit of gravy and mixing that in with the meat. She's not bothered about that either. She's a law unto herself, is our Dolly. She's a nightmare. Anyway, this is last year's Michelle Biker jacket, which is very similar to the, I think it's the chocolate in this year's, and that's why I didn't keep the chocolate, because I'd got this one from last year. This two-piece is fantastic. It's super stretchy. It's called Envy. The scarf, I don't know if we've still got. It's the ombre one. We had that in a gorgeous red wine and then in the chocolate. But we've got some lovely scarves in these neutral colourways, cream, stone. The ones that I showed on Sunday night would go really nice with what I'm wearing as well. If you've got this biker jacket, you fancy this two-piece, you want to jazz it up with a scarf. So this comes with the gold buttons, and I've taken them off to make it plain and added the scarf. I'll show you the other colours with the buttons on. She is, honestly, she's terrible. So gorgeous. She's lovely, but honestly, sometimes I just give up. I can't cope with her. She's an absolute diva. In fact, she gives a diva a bad name. So that is it with the buttons. These are just, when I say buttons, they're brooches, so they just come off. They're on a proper brooch back. You get 3 of them. Obviously, you can leave them on and wear them down the front. If I wasn't wearing a scarf, I probably would leave them on because it breaks up the colour. That's denim blue. There are some colours in this that are sold out. I think the black sold out. Morning, Sarah. I think the black sold out, but I know all 3 colours that I'm showing you this morning are in stock. So you've got the gorgeous denim blue. That again would look amazing with a denim shirt or a denim jacket over the top of it. You can layer up and pop a cape over the top of that. So these are, although they're like a capped, almost like a waistcoat top, you could even put a polo neck underneath this before you put your jacket on. So polo neck, then this over the top. It doesn't open, it is a fixed top, this one. So polo neck in neutral or chocolate brown underneath this, then this over the top, then your biker jacket over the top of that, and then finish off with a scarf. You can leave the buttons on, or you can take the buttons off like I have done, just to show you it nice and plain. The top itself does have pockets in, the trousers don't, so these are nice and streamlined on the side. They are really, really stretchy, these, and we have sized them up to a 22. Is too cute. Must be able to say no. Not when it comes to food, Lorna. It's not, because she does absolutely test my patience. I get so annoyed with her because I worry, obviously, that she's going to be hungry, and she must be. In fact, she is, because I can hear her stomach rumbling. But the defiance on her infuriates me. Because it's like, I don't care if I'm starving. I don't care if I make myself sick. Until you change my food, I'm not eating it. Why should I cow down to her? You know what I mean? It's like, no, you're a dog. There's dogs on the street that are starving. There's dogs in horrible pens that are dying for attention. She's laid there in a Christmas jumper in front of Eater, loading it up like, I don't know, Queen Diva that she is. She's a nightmare. Anybody want a cockapoo? Do you think a polo neck? Yes, I've just said that, Kathleen. It'll look gorgeous underneath it. In fact, if you want me to, I'll pop it on. Something neutral like this underneath would tie it all together. Let me just pop it on and show you off camera. Bear with. But yeah, you could definitely pop a polo neck underneath this, because I know this time of year you're not wanting anything that's too short sleeved. The material's not lightweight. It's a really lovely, like a textured effect. And again, the trousers you could wear with just the polo neck. I know these are out of stock. They're not coming back into stock now until New Year. These will be back in January. Hopefully this will be one of the colours that comes back into stock. I'm so happy that I managed to bag one of these. This is the ruby with the buttons, my absolute all-time favourite polo neck this winter. So you could just wear the trousers with a polo neck or another top of some description. You can then, if you want to, add this over the top of the polo neck. Ring Super Nanny, she'll sort her out. She wants something ringing like a neck. Honestly, she drives me insane, Jackie. Insane. And everybody that meets her goes, oh, isn't she lovely? And I go, yeah, she is, but she's a nightmare. And they go, oh, I don't believe that for a second. And I think, okay, whatever. Yeah, she's a monster. So there, yeah, that looks really, really nice. So just layered up with the polo neck. You can leave that hanging down or tuck it up, tuck it in your trousers, do whatever you want. But yeah, it gives you the warmth through the arm, because it is not quite a waistcoat top. It's a cap sleeve that looks a bit like a waistcoat. And like I say, if you put the buttons down the front, I've took the buttons off because I wanted a plain look this morning. But yeah, that looks really, really nice. Just laid up like so. And it's great. It's only, I don't know if I told you the price, $27.99 for the 2-piece set. The polo neck, sadly, is no longer available. Temporarily sold out. Will be coming back, Lisa's assured me, in the new year. Has a cockapoo and is allergic to everything. I think she's a bit allergic to poultry, chicken, anything that's chicken based. 90% of it. The only thing that she can eat that's chicken flavoured, which means it probably ain't got any chicken in it whatsoever, is that Caesar dog food, and that's what she's been eating for the last 6 weeks. And I thought, I've cracked it, brilliant. She's never gone that long eating the same food without kicking off, and then lo and behold, it just stopped. And I just think, oh, really? And then it's a nightmare. It's like a battle of wills with her. What do you do? So that is the red wine in this one as well, girls. Absolutely gorgeous. They all do come with the buttons. Oh, this one's only got 2 buttons. They must come with, some come with 2, some come with 3. But that one's only got 2. The other one had 3. This one had 3 as well. So maybe it's missing a button. I'm not sure. But it'll be in the warehouse, I'm sure. Before they send it out, they'll pop it on. But 3 colours I've got at home. There might be a couple of extra colours. Khaki might still be available in this one. But I know the black's sold out. It's called Envy. It's $14.22. Well, I'm not giving in to her, Anne. I used to, and she probably remembers that if she holds out long enough, I'll start fretting. And honest to God, at one stage, we went through about 7 different bags of biscuits. My neighbour across the way who's got this lovely little Jack Russell, she didn't have to buy food for months because I kept sending it over to her. I'd be buying big sacks, and then she wouldn't eat it, so I'd give it to her, and then I'd buy another one. She wouldn't eat it, I'd give it to her, and I'm like, she's like, what's going on? Dolly won't eat, so I'm just trying everything to try and get her to eat. And she eats when she wants to. She's just an absolute poo. Cockapoo. Yeah. Anyway, I'm not going to tell you what I call her off camera. Thank you, Sam. If I order 2 sparkle gold jackets, do they charge more postage? What? I don't know what you mean. If I order 2 sparkle gold jackets, but if you order on the same order, it'll be 1 lot of postage, Angie. I'm not sure what you're saying. But if you've got any problems, just drop customer services a message and they'll answer it for you. But if you order 2 sparkle gold jackets in the same order, you're only going to pay 1 lot of postage. If you order them separately, then there's 2 lots of postage. But don't you normally collect your parcels anyway? Morning, Gillian. So that's it for this morning, girls. It's the Envy 2-piece, which is absolutely gorgeous. I am wearing the tan, and then I've shown the denim blue and the gorgeous red wine. There might be some other colours available. I know the black was sold out, and I don't know if there was a stone, and that was sold out. This is classed as tan, and this one is still available. I have just popped the ruby polo neck underneath. I know the ruby's sold out temporarily. We might still have some Patricias. I don't know what colours. And the penny as well. And then the Flora from yesterday. Well, from Sunday, actually. The Flora comes in this gorgeous red and black. So the Flora might be one for you to look at if you want some more Christmassy colours. This red is absolutely stunning. It's very, very similar to the ruby. The only difference is it doesn't have buttons on the sleeve, and it's a tinky tiny bit more fitted. Not that you'd notice, but it's exactly the same on the neck. It's the same material. It doesn't have the buttons, and it doesn't have that silver brooch that this one has there. Not that it makes a difference. But yeah, it's a lovely, that Flora, that's in red and black. So if you were wanting a black polo neck, you were waiting for the ruby to come back in black, it won't be coming back in. The nearest to it is the Flora, which is virtually the same, apart from the button detail there. You've got 5 little buttons down the cuff, which you don't have on this one, and that little silver brooch, which you don't have on this one. Apart from that, it's the same. It fits the same virtually. There might be like a tiny smidge of a ½ an inch difference in the width. And obviously the little detailing isn't on this one that's on this one. This is just $18.99 for the Flora. It is gorgeous, but we've only got it in red and black. And then sadly the ruby came in some fabulous pastel colours, and it's sold out. But Lisa has assured me that the ruby will continue on into, feels so weird saying this, into 2026. So it's only a couple of weeks away and we'll be in a new year. How bonkers is that? Like a week on Thursday it's Christmas, and obviously the week after that new year. And then we're into it, 2026, boom, and we're off again. And if it goes as quick as this, it won't be long before I'm studying saying nearly 2027, because this year has blown my mind. Not been the best of years, as you know. I'll be absolutely 1,000,000,000% glad to see the back of it, but it's gone so fast. Like, it doesn't seem 2 minutes since it was beginning of the year, like March, April time, and now it's Christmas, which is, I know, Sarah, it's absolutely bonkers how fast. My old grandma used to say, my mum's mum used to say, you'll see when you get older the years just fly by. And I used to laugh at her and say, how can years go any faster for you than what they do for me? And they don't go fast for me, but they do. As you get older, the years seem to go by quicker. I don't know what it is. I don't know what it is. I still can't quite believe sometimes. I sit and I think, I'm 54 this next year. 54? I still feel 24. It's bonkers. Yeah, absolutely mind-numbingly crazy how quickly this year's gone. Yeah, I think a lot of people will, Sarah. I think a lot of people will be glad to see the back of 2025. Me and Lisa keep saying every new year. I'm not going to say it because we jinx ourselves, but we keep saying next year, and then next year just dishes as a pile of poo again. So hopefully, not even going to say it. Every time Lisa goes to say it, every time I go to say it, we go, don't say it. Don't say it. So I'm going into 2026 with positivity and many bags of hope. That's all I'm going to say. What me and Lee always do, it's a thing we've started. I know we've not started the tradition. It is a tradition, but I've never done it ever before. You'll be what? I thought that said 99. I was like, what? 69, blooming heck. Still looking fabulous though, Andrea, I have to say. He goes out the back door at midnight and comes in the front door on his right foot. So we're starting the year off on the right foot. It hasn't worked so far, but we'll do it again. We were only on about this on the weekend. I said, don't forget at midnight, you've got to go out the back door, round the house, in the front door, and step in on your right foot to start the year off on the right foot. So if you don't do that, maybe you should. It's a good feeling tradition, even if it doesn't always work, but you can hold out hope every year that it's actually going to be right, and we're going to start the year off on the right foot. So yeah, we don't go out on New Year's Eve, or we never have. I don't know whether we will. What's that? Is the new lady showing clothes? Is she, what new lady, Michelle? Is there somebody that I don't know about? If you're talking about the model who Lisa posted on the jeans, it's AI me. It's AI me. So we have not got a new model. That is not a new model, which I find hilarious. Lisa's AI generated that lady from me. So she is a me AI. So no. No, it's not my daughter. Flipping Nora. No, my daughter's only, what is she, 26. And she's just lost, unbelievably. I'm so proud of her. 5 stone. And she's not done it with the pen. She's done it with pure grit and determination. She has been hitting the gym. She has been healthy eating. She has been climbing mountains on a weekend and just getting herself out there. And instead of sitting at home and ordering a pizza, she's got in a car and gone for a walk. So yeah, she has shrunk by 5 stone. And when I saw her at my dad's funeral last week, I was a bit like, whoa, who is that? Yeah, so no, it's an AI generated me. Sorry to disappoint, she won't be joining us on any lives because she's not real. But yeah, it's fabulous. It was Lisa's idea. I know, Janine, I'm so chuffed, honestly. And she just oozes confidence, and so she should. She looks, I mean, she's beautiful. She's beautiful regardless of her size. But she kind of got herself into a little bit of a rut like we do. I feel like I'm there right now, where you just comfort eat and you sit at home and you don't have any motivation. And that's how she got for about 18 months, 2 years, maybe a little bit longer. And she's just given herself that massive kick up the backside. That's why she looks like you. She's in the black jacket. Yes, that's right. Lisa was playing about yesterday and she kept sending me pictures of this AI generated model. She said, it's you. But yeah, I was like, I was blown away. AI intelligence is just amazing. There's no end to what you can do. It's fantastic. So no, sadly, she isn't real. But I will say, if anybody, I've lost nearly 5 stone, I'm walking and enjoying it. Yes, that's what she's doing. Never thought I'd say it, but it's helping my yeah, it will do, because when you think about, oh, thanks Tracy, when you think about all that extra weight that you're putting on your joints, I was the same at my biggest. My back, my knees, my ankles, my feet, I was in so much pain. And I have to say, not for cosmetic reasons, but it was purely for physical reasons that I started to go on the weight loss journey before I went through a divorce, which obviously the weight fell off me through stress. But I did start to feel better the minute I dropped my first stone, because I weren't putting as much pressure on my joints. So it does help, it absolutely does. And I've stopped going to the gym, obviously because of what's been happening with my dad, but I am feeling it mentally. I really do need to get back there. I just need to find the motivation. I need to kickstart. Once I've gone back, I'll love it, and I know I will, but I've just not felt like it for the last, I would say, 3 weeks, 4 weeks, maybe now it might be a month, I don't know. Weeks fly by, don't they? But I will get back there, and seeing Artia the other day kind of motivated me and gave me a kick up the backside to get out there and get moving. It really does work. All she's done is just cut her carbs, and she's eating clean. Still having we went out for food after, and she had, I don't know, she had a burger and chips, and she said, I do allow it myself, but I just don't carry on eating. I stop when I'm full. I allow myself the treats. I don't eat it unless I really, really want it. I stick to my 3 meals a day, and I move. She's religiously at the gym every morning. Thanks, Jan. Thank you. I put some blonde in it last night. I was bored. Lee didn't come home last night, so I kind of ombre'd it a little bit and put some colour in it. Put some colour back in my fringe, which I've clipped out the way. Not a lot, but I did do a little bit of ombre blonde in it last night, just to brighten it up. It felt really dull, especially when I darkened my fringe. Anyway, I'm waffling. So I will be back at 1 o'clock today with another deal of the day. And then tonight at 6 o'clock with Charlie. So I've already messaged her. Yeah, I will, absolutely, Sarah. I feel like I'm getting back there. I feel like I gave myself a really stern talking to the other day and said, you know, come on, you can do this. You can still grieve and be motivated and be upbeat. You don't have to. I was kind of wallowing a little bit, and yeah, it's acceptable, and some people need that downtime. And I just have given myself a bit of a talking to, and I'm just going to carry on, girls, because it's the only option for me. But I do need to get back to the gym because it does make me feel better. I know, Tia's done amazing. Lost 4 stone, calorie counting. Yep, I said to her, have you been on Skinny Pen? She went, no, I haven't. I went, well done. Because it's not easy, girls. It's a lot easier to put it on than it is to lose it. And she's been battling with it for quite a while. And I know she's been unhappy at the size that she was. But she's probably a little bit thinner than me now. I don't know what size she actually is. I didn't ask her. But she looks like because she's a little bit taller than me as well. So she looks around about the same size as me, if not a little bit thinner. But she looks amazing. Really proud of her. When I was poorly in ICU in a coma for only 2 weeks, I lost 3.5 stone. Wow, which was great. I had a whole new wardrobe, size 14. Bit drastic way to do it though. Then I've got bigger costs on. Yeah, steroids are a nightmare. Tia was on steroids. That's what gained her a lot of weight very, very quickly. When her skin was, even her skin's better. She is on really powerful drugs for that. But I think even a skin, as in she's not got any issues with the skin, and you know she was in a bad place with the skin. She was in a bad place in general, I think, but she looks amazing, absolutely amazing, super duper proud of her. But yeah, Tia was on steroids, and she gained weight very, very quickly on them. It's a nightmare, isn't it? To keep me alive, I ate steroids. Yeah, but it's necessary, completely necessary, Michelle. And you've got to remind yourself that obviously those tablets are keeping you alive. And I know it's frustrating because they do. Our Tia did. She gained weight very, very quickly on steroids. They put her on a very big dose, on and off. And yeah, I understand, totally understand where you're coming from. Having seen Tia go through that with steroids, but she's now on those immunosuppressants, which are very, very powerful drugs. but they're super working for her. It's amazing, like nothing else ever has. And she looks fabulous in every aspect. Super proud. And she's changed her hair. She was jet black and now she's got a lovely, like a auburny, almost like a fox's coat. Very similar to mine, but slightly lighter, I think. And it looks amazing. She looked like a totally different woman when I saw her. I was like, wow. Anyway, on that note, I'm going to leave you and I will see you back here at 1 o'clock with day number 9 of the 12 deals of Christmas. Have an amazing Tuesday. And don't forget, 6 o'clock tonight, it'll be me and Charlie because I've already confirmed with her. She is doing the live with me tonight. So I'll see you later. Bye.